2025 is right around the corner, whether we like it or not. I don't know about you, but I'm excited for it because 2024 felt like a dumpster fire. So, looking at Pinterest and creating a content strategy for 2025. Let's go into what I mean by content strategy, how it can work for each type of business, and how you can match that with where Pinterest is going. Because I do think they have some fun and exciting things on the horizon. If you are new here, welcome. I am Kate All. I'm the owner of Simple Pin Media. We are a Pinterest marketing agency, and we've been doing Pinterest marketing now for 11 years, which I cannot believe it. That makes us Pinterest strategists, Pinterest experts, and Pinterest historians as well. We work with clients in the content creator space, but also merchants, e-commerce sellers. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about what my content strategy is for 2025, but also some ideas for a content strategy for those two types of businesses. First, let's talk about content. I'm going to kind of level set, get us all on the same page about what content is. So I'm meaning like long form content. It can be videos as they would be here on YouTube or even on your website, or a blog post. Those are two types of content that are longer form that really get people engaged from Pinterest and they come to your website. So here's a workflow. We might share a short form video pin on Pinterest. It can be also something we share as a reel, can be also something we share as a short here that leads to our YouTube channel because we're trying to grow this. We're trying to educate people about Pinterest so we can lead them to this place where they're going to be watching a video. On the Pinterest image, we're giving leading indicators that they are going to be going to YouTube. They're going to be watching a video. Now, we also lead them to our website, to blog posts. We have over 400 blog posts on our site. Some are really long and detailed because we're also trying to optimize for SEO, but some are shorter because we don't need to optimize for that particular keyword. Regardless, we want to make whatever that blog post has really easy to read because we know that Pinterest users, they are searching for something, they're bouncing around to different pins, they come to your website and they will qualify that post so fast. If they see that there's images, if they look at the H2 tags, those big titles that are at the top, and they go, okay, does this have my answer or does it not? If it doesn't, people will bounce away really quickly. That's a normal Pinterest behavior. If you don't have any place for them to go, then that's a little tough to grow your Pinterest account because that's what Pinterest really wants. Now, I do want to say one thing. Earlier, mid-2024, Pinterest released this Instagram Pinterest integration. We have a video all about it here on our channel. We'll link to that below. That is primarily for people who have grown their business on Instagram, and you can easily integrate like an RSS, like an auto posting to Pinterest in order to drive the Pinterest traffic to your Instagram account. I wouldn't recommend that. However, I know that starting a business on Instagram has a very low barrier to entry, very low cost. But if you are planning to get your own website with your own domain, grow your own business, you want to send people to that land essentially because you own it, right? So when you think about growing in the future, if you are in that Instagram bucket, just think about content that you're going to be creating. You can even probably take some of those old Instagram posts that have really long captions, turn them into blog posts. So that being said, that is what I mean by content. Listen, I know that your inbox is probably really full of emails. I get it. Mine is too. But if you are pursuing Pinterest marketing, I think we have one of the best newsletters out there about Pinterest marketing. It's not super wordy, but it gives you just enough details to keep you up to date on anything that's happening on Pinterest, any resources we find relevant, our latest podcast, and our latest video here on YouTube. It takes less than 5 minutes to read, comes out every single Wednesday, and it's called Pinterest Made Simple. We curate this newsletter with the education that we do for our team by pulling in all of the articles and resources and giving you what we find most relevant. So I don't want this to be another email in your inbox. So if right now you feel like, Kate, I just cannot take another email, that's totally fine. But if you are looking looking for information just to keep you up to date, just kind of like a touch point, you can sign up for the Pinterest Made Simple newsletter here below in the description or here with the QR code. So get the Pinterest Made Simple newsletter today. We promise not to clutter up your inbox and be more of an additive to your Pinterest marketing. Now let's talk a little bit about strategy. All right, there's two different types of strategies, whether you're a content creator or you're an e-commerce business owner. There's also another layer of strategy for a business to business, a B2B like I am, and a B2C, a business to consumer. That is also different in the content space and in the e-commerce marketing space. If you sell digital products to business and you're looking to market to other business owners on Pinterest, you're going to get different types of results than somebody who sells digital products like meal plans to a customer on Pinterest. So when you think about the type of content you need to create within your business niche, that's just really important for you to figure out the cadence with which you're going to create content. Somebody who's in the business to consumer space, especially in food, especially in DIY and home decor, their stats are going to be so much higher than somebody in the business to business space. Content for e-commerce tends to be a little tougher. And I've talked with many people who help sellers sell physical products. And we know you've invested in your product. We know you've invested in your shipping time, all these kinds of things. But it's really important that you invest in educating your audience about your product. Help them see why you've created it, why it's going to transform their lives, or how it's going to make their life happier. That's what your content can do. And if you are an e-commerce seller, I highly recommend we have lots of videos about e-commerce. We do a whole series. Make sure that you have the foundation set up, your catalog connected, the verified merchant program. We'll link those down below in the description. But I want to say that even if you're an e-commerce seller and you connect with verified merchant, you connect your catalog, that does not get you off the hook for creating content. So just keep that in your frame of reference. Okay, strategy. So then what do you do? How often do you create content? How do you get it on Pinterest? Here's my method. I'm going to share this with you, and then you make this how it can work for you. I create one new podcast per week. That podcast is turned into a YouTube video. It's turned into a blog post. That then gets turned into a pin and a short form video that goes onto Pinterest. Once a week, this is our system. It's a rinse and repeat. For you, you might be able to say, I can do this every 2 weeks. I can create a blog post where I can then put a standard pin image, it's an image pin out there, and that's the groove that I can get into. Whatever it is, you want to be able to do it consistently for 9 months to a year. You want to know that you're going to be able to create every 2 weeks. Obviously, you can take holidays off. We do that here at Simple Pin. We take the week of Thanksgiving off, American Thanksgiving, and then we take the week between Christmas and New Year's off because frankly, nobody wants to work. It's just how it is. So that being said, get a Google Sheet. We use a simple Google Sheet. We do the date it's going out. We do the topic that it's going to be covering. And then what we do is we look at the keyword we're going to be targeting, and then we decide what pin copy we're going to put on the image. Now, that is a totally different video that we can go way into, but that is my strategy for how I create content and how I will be creating content in 2025. So why is it even important to create content for Pinterest? Because that's what fuels the platform. If you think about it, pinners, when they open up Pinterest, they're just scrolling Pinterest, they're looking through. And so they're looking for business owners to contribute to the platform all about their products or their services or their content. That's what makes Pinterest even more awesome, that millions of pins are being added every single day. So if you want to be part of those millions of pins being added every single day and get in front of your ideal audience, create a content strategy for 2025 that will help you level up above the competition for your Pinterest marketing next year. Alrighty, that's it. Don't forget to scroll down below. Look at all the links that I shared. There is a lot of great other videos that you can watch, especially if you are e-commerce. Don't forget to like and subscribe.